Hey everyone, hope all of you are doing great. So this is the last video of our open source contributions, and in this we're going to learn about that what happens after you submit your contribution. In the last video we have learned about that how to submit a contribution. If you haven't watched the video, make sure to watch. I'll link in the I button on the description, or you can follow the complete playlist in that we have all the videos. Before you start celebrating, one of the following will happen after you submit your contribution. You will get selected and your proposal will be appreciated. Sometime what happened that you don't get response. Hopefully you check the project for signing or activity before making the contributions. Even on an active project, however, it's possible that your contribution won't get response. If you haven't gotten a response in a week, it's fair to politely respond in the same thread, asking someone for a review. If you know the name of the right person to review your contribution, you can mention the name in that thread. And the thing which you don't need to do here is that don't reach out to the person privately. Remember that public communication is vital to open source project. If you give a polite reminder and still do not receive a response, it's possible that nobody will ever respond. It's not a great feeling, but don't let that discourage you. There are many possible reasons that why you didn't get the response, including personal circumstances that may be out of your control. Try to find out another project, and because of that I would suggest you it's not a good idea to invest too much time. So that's the first general response you will have. But if you get a response and they ask you to do the change in the contribution, it's common that you will be asked to make the change to your contributions if you have found out. And if you don't have time to work on the issue anymore, then you can give your valid reason that I don't have time and I cannot able to do the contribution. And the third thing you have to notice that what happened when your contribution is not get accepted. So we have seen that when it's get accepted and when they ask you to make the changes, what are the things you have to do. If you're interested, you can do, otherwise you can give them valid reason that why you're not able to do that. But what if your contribution not get accepted? Like your contribution may or may not be accepted in the end. Hopefully you didn't put too much work in it already. If you are not sure why it wasn't accepted, it's perfectly reasonable to ask the maintainer or for the feedback or clarification. However, you have to respect their decision that why they have not selected you. Don't argue with them. You are always welcome to fork and work on your own version of your like the projectory. Like you can simply fork it and you can make and work. The last one is that if your contribution get accepted, then you have to be very happy, very proud that you have found a bug, you have done all of this research and you made a valuable contribution in the project. And that's what you can include in your portfolio. So these are the few things happen once your project gets submitted, and what are the response you can get. First response you might not get. Second, you get response and they ask you to do the contribution, so you can follow according to that. The third one is if your contribution not get accepted, then what are the things you have to do. I hope you guys have got clear. And if it got accepted, then you can add that in your portfolio and start finding out the company and let them know that you have made this contribution. And that's a really proud moment for you. So hope you guys have gotten a complete idea that what are the steps you have to follow if you really want to contribute into the project, how you can find one, how you can make the contribution, how you can make the request, what are the checks you have to follow. We have covered so many things, everything about the open source project contribution. And if you follow this step by step which I have explained in the entire playlist, you will be the master of any open source project, and you can easily able to understand that what is the demand of the project and what benefit you can get from that particular project. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this particular video. Hope you guys have got an idea that what are things you have to do. And if you have any issue, any problem regarding any project which you are getting, make sure to leave in the comment section. Or if you have any idea for any particular course, do let me know. And make sure to follow the playlist, the project we have on our channel. We have 30 plus ready to deploy project which we have built from scratch to deployment level. So make sure to follow all of this project. That will give you a very vital idea that how exactly application get built in the real world and how you can build different application dab or use the different library. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this entire playlist and you guys know what you have to do and how you have to take your steps and how you can contribute and be the smartest developer in all the time in every single library and become the smartest developer and take your skills to the next level. With that, I'm ending this video. If you are new to my channel, hit like and subscribe. That will motivate me. And do give your feedback about this playlist. I really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.